Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to Healing Session. Today is going to be another celebrity tarot reading about Herbo, Angela Reese, and Taina. And we're going to see what really went down with that situation. A lot of people who seen the little clip, if you haven't seen it already, think that Herbo was cheating on Taina with Angela Reese. And you know, I think it's about time that I do a reading on their relationship because I never have done one. I think I've gotten requests from them before, or at least like to do Herbo and Ari. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. And I just want to see first, like, what exactly is happening, like what happened in this situation, period. Like, was this what we think? Was this just people making something out of nothing? Like, what was this? If you guys enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Alright. Herbo and Taina. Ooh. So I'm gonna keep shuffling. I'm just taking my time. If you guys watched the last reading, I explained to everyone how like I'm shuffling a little bit slower and kind of doing my own thing so I can take my time, because usually when I get on camera I feel like I have to like move fast. If you guys can hear the rain, I'm sorry. I find it to be like very soothing though. Like, I feel like it helps me read. Let me see, scoot a little closer just to make sure everybody can hear me. Hello. So anyways, we have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Star card. So I feel like the Page of Cups to me is Herbo's energy. I don't know if Herbo has like a water sign, Mercury, Mars, Moon, or rising, because that's what I'm feeling. Like, I feel like he has prominent water charts, but that's just that energy that I'm feeling. I keep hearing stunted growth. Herbo's mindset is all over the place. It's almost like, I don't want to say that Herbo is not mature. It's not to say that he's not mature, but I still feel like he has a problem managing his emotions, managing his coping mechanisms. He just masks his pain well and his burdens well. So like, if you look at him, like, you might think he's all right and stuff, but he's really not, okay? So, and I kind of feel like he's trying to step into a position that, what Spirit is showing me is that he's trying to step into a better version of himself, almost like his higher self, but he's not completely aligned with it yet. All right. And I'm seeing that Taina is coming up as the Star card here. I don't know if she has some Aquarius in her chart. I think she's an Aries actually, but she might have like some Aquarius somewhere, or him, either or. Taina sees a lot of potential in him, okay, and sees a lot of potential in their relationship. So it's almost as if like she will pour into him and he keeps sabotaging it. I hope I'm explaining this okay. But basically, he's kind of like, he's very unpredictable almost emotionally. And 1 minute he's in, 1 minute he's out. You know, like 1 minute he's like a family man. He wants to do this. He's all in. Great dad, great, you know, boyfriend, all that. But then on another end, he's this whole completely different person. Almost like when he leaves the house, he's a completely different person. He's living a completely different lifestyle. It's almost like sometimes he can be extroverted, but then he'll pull back into himself and become introverted again. But when he becomes introverted in a very self-destructive way. Like, instead of being like, okay, I need some time to myself, it's like, no, I need to like go to a different state and like go party and like live it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like he has like a he prefers to lick his wounds in private, you know what I mean? Whatever he's going through, it's like he prefers to kind of like just deal with it on his own and not really be around anyone. Almost like being in a room full of people, but nobody really knows what's going on with you. Nobody knows really who you are. He's very mysterious. I'm seeing like two faces, and I'm not trying to say that he's fake per se, but more so like he's just living a double life. He puts on a mask to everybody in his life. It's almost like he wants the people around him to feel secure with him. He wants them to look at him in a certain way, and like I don't blame him for that. Like, you know, you want people to think highly of you, but I just think when it comes to his emotions and when it comes to the things that he struggles with, he truly does not know how to deal with them. And so like when he wants to go into that more introverted state of being, I don't think that he can actually tolerate being by himself for too long, you know what I mean? Like, he feels low maintenance, but at the same time, he just doesn't feel like somebody who can just do it on him by himself. Like, I don't see him being the type of person who can like sit in a room in a hotel for a month and just get it together. Like, you know what I mean? He's the type of person that he'll be alone, but then he'll want a little bit of company, and then he might want to go out a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like he don't want to just sit and mope around. He won't allow himself to really feel. And I'm also feeling that like he may have like outbursts, like and I don't mean like outbursts of anger. I just mean like outbursts of emotion, outbursts of sadness. Like, it's almost like, you know what I'm kind of feeling like too? Like a little bit of like, I hate to like try to diagnose people on here. Don't like take this literally, but this is just how I feel. Like, he feels like he has like a little like BPD, a little bit of borderline personality, or a little bit of like bipolar or something. But it's not the type of bipolar where it's like, oh, like it's just like it's like bipolar depression. Like one day like you're cool, the next day like you're really not cool. Oh yeah, like I think he was diagnosed with like PTSD, so I feel like that is coming up here, but there may be some other things like on top of that. That's at least what Spirit is telling me, because there's this like, he just gets triggered by like the smallest things, and then instead of like talking about it, he like literally pulls back into himself. Like, let something not be going right, let like you know, the wrong thoughts come into his head, or if somebody says the wrong thing, he's like pulling back again. And so I feel like Taina, she's trying her best to put up with that, you know what I mean? She sees a lot of potential in him. She sees a lot of love and like appreciation coming from him. And so like I just think that she really does believe in him and believe in his and I believe in like what he's trying to do and like his emotions. And I think that she tries to be like understanding of the fact that he does have mental health issues and stuff like that. But with the star card here, I want you guys to notice how like she's literally pouring the water on the floor. Okay, so I almost feel like what I was saying earlier, what I was trying to get out earlier, is that like as much as she pours into him, it's almost like he self-sabotages it. Okay, so although she might be investing into him and although she might be trying her best, it's almost like it doesn't really lead up to much. Okay, let me finish shuffling, because I only took out 2 cards. I'm also getting this message that, oh, see, look at, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm also getting that it's almost like the high life for him. He's addicted to that. Okay, I think it's funny because I actually touched on a reading, I think, with like Lil Durk. I think Lil Durk is also Libra, and I talked about this like with that addiction to the high life. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like he's addicted to the cameras, addicted to, you know, just like the life. What I'm also seeing is that there's like things behind closed doors that he may do that like that they've gotten into arguments about. So like maybe like the way he's been carrying himself, the way he's been living his life, the things that he's been doing. She's been really trying her hardest to keep it all together, because I feel like she keeps being on the end of it. I'm specifically hearing like the legal stuff that he's been through. I feel like that was something that that put their relationship through a riffraff, because I feel like she didn't know about it. And that's just whatever court stuff was happening, okay? I don't know necessarily like in particular which case or what. I just feel like there was some mischief going on. Whatever he was doing in his life, you know, as an individual, like it was catching up, and she feels like she's always taking like the shitty end of the deal, you know what I mean? She always ends up looking like the bad guy out of everything, you know what I mean, when she's really trying her best to hold it all together, and I feel like that's something that she's very tired of. I also think that she does have like a lot of this is her perspective, because a lot of people don't feel this way, but like she does have a lot of integrity, or that's how she sees herself to be. So she really has tried her best to be like a stable relationship figure for him. But then we have the Five of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling with the Five of Pentacles is there is infidelity here, but we're not going to talk about that just yet. So we have the Judgment, and then we have the Death card. So I just feel like on an emotional scale, I do think that they have fun together. I do think that they have like this fun, like passionate type of relationship. Like they have like a good like friendship type of bond, but I almost feel like, at least for her, she feels like her needs are not being met in the relationship. Like the way that she wants him to act, the way that she wants him to love her is not, he's not doing it, you know what I mean? And we may see him like buying her things and showing her love and stuff, but I feel like it's almost like I'm hearing like the little things. She's just very disappointed. And again, I do feel like he is very distant from the home. I do feel like he has been cheating, you guys. I feel like whoever was in that car, even if it wasn't Angela Reese, which I'm gonna see, Spirit, was that Angela Reese in the car? I'm hearing yes. But we're gonna pull some cards. But this was like a test of faith, okay? Because I feel like Spirit is saying with the Death card that they're not supposed to be together, okay? This was not, believe it or not, this was not necessarily something that was supposed to happen. Of course, we write our own lives. We can do what we want to do, right? Obviously, we have free will, but had he not like taken this relationship further, this would have not been in the cards. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so we have the Death card here. When that Death card comes out, I genuinely feel like this, it's a no-go. This was not meant to happen at all, and it's not going to last. Yes, we have the Devil. Look at, there's infidelity. Yes, it was Angela Reese. Yes, do I think that he's like literally like, you know, like taking Angela Reese seriously? No, I don't. I don't think that he's in a relationship with someone else. I don't, guys. I think that he's tricking off. Like, that's literally what I'm getting. He's literally tricking off. Like, because again, like I was saying with this Page of Cups energy, I really think that Herbo, like when he's feeling down, he will do things to boost his ego. Okay, so it's kind of weird, and I'm not saying that we should give Herbo any excuses, but it's almost like he's acting out. Okay, so like at least this is his perspective. Like he's acting out. He's not just like unhappy at home or something. Like he's unhappy within himself, you know, and he don't really know how to deal with that shit. You know, that's what I'm getting. He does not know how to deal with his own pain, and with and he has bad habits, you know what I mean, and bad, you know, addictions, and those are the things that he feeds into when he's alone and he's doing this, like, but these are the things that make him feel better about himself. Does that make sense, y'all? Like, y'all see where I'm going with this? It's like, even though the things that he's doing, it's not good for him, it's not good for his family, it's not how he really feels, it makes him feel better in the moment. He's like, look at with the Devil here, I always just think of demons, okay? Like, because the Devil is not someone who will force you to do anything by will. Like, if y'all know anything about like Satanism or anything, which like I'm not a Satanist or anything, I'm just saying, like, just from history and just from learning about things, like Satanism is supposed to be about free will. So like when the Devil comes up in the tarot, like that's what I think about. I think about free will, but with that free will, it's what you decide to do with it, right? So it's like, even though he doesn't have to do this stuff, he feels compelled in his mind. He's trapped within his own mind, y'all. Like, you know, and that's what, you know, the energy of demons will do to you. Like, seriously, will make you feel like you don't have nothing else to rely on. It don't, you know, demons and the Devil, they'll make you feel like, you know, like you don't have no other options. This is what you should do. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. So that's why, like, when I was reading at first, I'm like, this is like pure self-destruction here. All right, so how is Taina feeling about what has come out recently? We have facade, despondence, dissipating, a lot of like yellow here. I honestly kind of feel like I don't want to say that it made her feel bad about herself, or it made her feel like she's not that girl, but it's almost like I think she's just tired of looking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's just tired of having to defend her relationship to people. Because what I'm also saying, like it might not even be like the people per se, but it might be like people around her, friends and family, that's wondering like, well, what is this? Like, you know what I mean? And her having to explain that to people. So what I'm getting from G Herbo is that they may have had a conversation about it, and he may have just said it was nothing, you know. So I feel like she's trying to go with the fact, like, take his word for it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like intuitively she knows that that's not what happened, or that it could have been more than that. And it's almost like she's kind of she's watering down her own intuition, you know, because I do see that she still may stay with him after this, you guys. Like, I don't necessarily see them crashing and crumbling just yet. I feel like this is just something that in their relationship may have been like a riffraff. I don't see that they will last though. Like, overall, like for predictions, I don't think that they will last, but I'm just saying I don't think that she's going to break up with him right then and again. She feels like this had to do with his addiction to the high life, like just wanting attention, just wanting, you know, someone to make you feel good. Like, you know what I mean? She knows what's been going on, and I almost feel like she's just been watching. It's almost like she's on autopilot. She doesn't even care. I actually think that, like, she may have dealt with this more than what we know. Okay, so there may have been other infidelities and other things that have gone on that we don't even know about, you know what I mean? And I honestly think that that's starting to build up, okay? Like, even after all this time, I do think that this is starting to build up. Do I think she's going to leave him right now? No, I don't think she's going to leave him right now. But that did piss her off. That was freaking Angela REESE. And G Herbo was tricking off, and that is not somebody that he's in a relationship with. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.